Well, good afternoon, East Africa. It's certainly a very good Holy Thursday on our end. We hope that you are doing well and that you have gone to church at this point or you're planning to go to church as you prepare for the Easter break. This afternoon, it's not just the Easter festivities and the wonderful holiday season that we are celebrating at the society, but we are rather having a very spectacular session this afternoon. And to our distinguished panelists and valued guests, my name is Gabriel Achaya, and once again, it's my profound honor to introduce the East Africa Law Society and to moderate this very transformative webinar that is discussing unlocking educational opportunities with UNICAF, a special partnership with the East Africa Law Society. So welcome, welcome, welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to this very pivotal session that is hosted right here at the East Africa Law Society, where we'll explore a landmark of collaboration designed to empower the legal fraternity across Eastern Africa. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, since its founding, the East Africa Law Society has been a beacon of legal excellence. And right now, we are uniting over 42,000 lawyers across Eastern Africa. And this is covering partner states of Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, South Sudan, and Ethiopia, with the recent admission of the Ethiopian Federal Advocates Association. Slowly, we are moving to Congo, and we have good affiliation networks with the Congolese bar. And as the largest professional bar association in the region, we have championed access to justice, policy reforms, regional integration through several initiatives on those particular areas of concern. Our mission, of course, is to foster a robust legal ecosystem that serves our community and shapes a just future. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we celebrate a tremendous milestone in our history of existence. The East Africa Law Society last year, in the month of October, signed a very important instrument. That's a memorandum of understanding that was signed by the East Africa Law Society with UNICAF. And that happened at the sidelines of the in-house council convention that happened right here in Watamu, Kenya. So this partnership was a very bold step towards democratizing education to you, our esteemed members, offering exclusive scholarships for 80% of bachelor's and master's, 70%, and for doctoral programs as well, to first world universities like the University of East London, the Liverpool John Moores University, and many other more that you'll be listening to at this webinar session. And we believe that with this memorandum of understanding signed, will open a gateway to enhance your legal expertise, leadership skills, and global networks while balancing the demands of your professional life. So, ladies and gentlemen, this webinar session is an opportunity for you to discover how this tremendous innovation by the East Africa Law Society, giving back to its members, will elevate your practice through enhancing your legal education and open dynamic doors for you. So I have an exceptional panel, and we're going to have an engagement ostensibly for 1 hour, and then we'll have a question and answer session, and we'll then have clear steps and outlines on how you can seize these opportunities. So we also have inspiring stories from members of the East Africa Law Society that have gone through this UNICAF program and have thrived and excelled at this particular one. But ladies and gentlemen, before we delve into our discussion of the day, please allow me to introduce our stellar panelists. I'll start with Ms. Winnie Rachel. She's a UNICAF Kenya country manager. She's a trailblazer with over 13 years in communication and organizational psychology, leading UNICAF's mission to transform education in Africa. And then you are welcome, Winnie. We have Ms. Nyokabi Ngari, a human rights lawyer and a UNICAF student pursuing an LLM in international human rights, and her work around social justice has been severally featured in Nation Africa. Our final panelist this afternoon is Advocate Nicholas Kamande, who is a corporate legal expert and a UNICAF alumnus with an LLM from Liverpool John Moores University, and is currently serving as Professor Albert Muma and Company Advocates. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's at this juncture that I say I'm profoundly honored and exceedingly humbled to welcome you at this panel discussion. So, before we dive in, esteemed colleagues, allow me to set a center stage. As legal professionals, you know, our profession is navigating complex challenges at the moment, from cross-border trade, human rights advocacy, to corporate compliance, or even the emergence of AI that we all know is sweeping across the globe. So this UNICAF ELS partnership equips you with internationally recognized qualifications, flexible learning, and global perspectives to excel in emerging roles, far from the traditional roles that many of us are used to carrying out. So whether you're a seasoned advocate or you're an emerging lawyer, this is your moment to invest in your growth and amplify your impact across East Africa. So to take us off now is a keynote address that we'll be having from Miss Winnie Rachel, the UNICAF country director. And we are privileged, Madam, to hear from you. And before we get there, we know that it's under your leadership that UNICAF Kenya has driven meteoric growth in enrollment and strategic alliances. So Winnie was also one of the people who signed that MOU last year in 2024, which is a true testament to shared values of both institutions. So as head of UNICAF, can you share the vision behind the UNICAF ELS partnership and how it empowers legal professionals in East Africa?
Awesome. I want to take this opportunity, of course, to thank you, Gabriel. That was a beautiful start off. You have set the stage and we are pretty much excited. Allow me to just give a brief. My name is Winnie Rachel, and I'm proud to serve as the country manager for UNICAF in Kenya. This is a role that sits at the intersection of strategy, innovation, impact, and access. In my day-to-day job, I lead with the conviction that education is not just a tool, but it's a force that shifts mindsets and transforms communities and builds nation. And so as the country manager for UNICAF, I don't just manage operations, I design experiences and also apply design thinking to reimagine how professionals access learning, and also just ensuring our solutions are not only innovative, but deeply human-centered. And so I lead agile teams, shape strategy partnership, drive national outreach campaigns, and unlock education pathways that are very inclusive, flexible, and scalable. And so at the core of our mission and at the heart of what we do, what we look at the end of the day is to ensure that you have access to education that is very affordable, that is flexible, and one that you can take with at the comfort of your station. So over the years, as an organization, we have worked with very many institutions, different governments, corporates, professional bodies, NGOs, associations, and civil societies, and constantly translating insight into impact. And we're going to see that during my presentation. And so our focus is to democratize education through data-driven decisions, digital transformation, and value-aligned collaboration. And that is at the core of our mission. Over to you, Gabriel.
Wow. Thank you so much, Winnie, for that very inspiring that very inspiring start that you've given to our discussion. Indeed, the MOU and corporate scholarship scheme that offers ELS members up to 80% scholarships is a game changer for accessibility of high-level education. So, Winnie, I would like to ask, could you highlight some of the exclusive benefits like the tuition discounts and flexible learning and how they support our members' professional growth? Just going a little bit in depth.
All right. That is going to be, of course, part of my presentation, but allow me to say that at the heart of it all, we are in the business of opportunity, and creating this opportunity, we connect visionaries. And just like every legal professional here today, we do that to the world-class academic opportunity that fits with your ambition, your schedule, and your journey. So when we signed our recent MOU with ELS, it's a landmark of collaboration that is aimed at unlocking very new horizons for the legal profession across East Africa. And today, the greatest news that we have is looking at the amount of percentages that have been pre-negotiated for you, the legal fraternity. I'm so excited to see one of our students here who is going to be speaking as part of the panel, and our alumni, because they are a true testament of having gone through this program and ascertain that this is actually something that is legit, this is something that is true, and the impact that it has given to their lives. So I'm going to expand that during the presentation, but in a nutshell, that's exactly what we are in today for.
Amazing. And it's at that point, Winnie, that I will not take any more time and ask you to go straight to your presentation, and then we'll move on to hearing the student experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us live or you're watching us on Twitter, please drop a comment, drop a like, drop a question on the Q&A session so that we can have it read out. But for now, Winnie, let me allow you go your presentation. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Gabriel. So again, ladies and gentlemen, our vision is to empower members of the legal fraternity on this particular case. Not that that is the only area that we, major in, but we work with different entities. We work with the medics, we work with the schools, international schools, we work with teachers, we work with different, bodies, because education cuts across from newly qualified advocates to very senior counsel and in-house legal teams. We have seen students having, tapped into this opportunity for us, offering a world-class legal and leadership education that's both attainable and very transformational. And so this partnership is not just about learning, it's about legacy, it's about building within the legal community. And as we continue with this conversation together with ELS, we are investing in the future of influence and impact, because the legal fraternity is a career that is very, very crucial and integral in any country. So allow me to just share with you my presentation. And as I do that, I will play a few videos so that we can be able to see how UNICAF works and operates. So just give me 1 minute to do that. Great. So again, Gabriel, thank you so much for your team and the Secretariat having signed this MOU. This was the beginning of unlocking the educational opportunities for your membership, and you're going to see how that works. So in a brief, let me just play these 2 videos, then we begin our presentation. So at one point, probably you have come across these particular videos, maybe on social media, on Facebook, LinkedIn, or any other socials, and you're like, is this for real? Yeah, the humans of UNICAF are today here in all arms, and we are going to just showcase to you what this package is all about.
Do you need an internationally recognized degree to improve your job opportunities at a higher salary? Then UNICAF is the answer. We can help you realize your dream by offering you a scholarship towards achieving your goal. UNICAF University, a Pan-African independent recognized university combining the best elements of international education, offers high-quality degree programs at a fraction of the cost. With branch campuses and all learning centers in 12 different countries in Africa, we offer a full range of bachelor, master's and doctorate degrees. You can study fully online using the UNICAF state-of-the-art platform or on campus at one of our esteemed campuses. In addition to a UNICAF university degree, you can study towards a degree awarded by one of our partner universities in the UK. Through the UNICAF Scholarship Programme, you can earn a British Master's degree with international recognition at a fraction of the cost. UNICAF, increasing access to quality higher education. More than $90 million worth of scholarships already awarded to eligible applicants. Sign up now to make the most of our affordable degree offers. Visit www.unicaf.org and complete the simple application form to apply for one of our scholarships.
Indeed, life-changing opportunity. So it gives me the pleasure and honor to introduce to you an institution that at its core, its mission is to create impact. And so UNICAF is a leading online platform that facilitates online delivery of affordable, flexible, and high-quality university education to eligible applicants in Africa and the world. But the key word is Africa, because these scholarships, one of the qualifications for you to get is for Africans. I give a brief of the background of why UNICAF came into being, because the founder of UNICAF, Dr. Nikos Nicolau, was one person that was in the forefront to see Africans being able to access scholarships to be able to actually, upskill and be able to perform in their jobs and businesses in that matter. And so for that, Africans for the longest times have had a very difficult moment in application of scholarships. It has become something that is very tedious. Most people at any particular time, probably as you seated in this room, you have ever tried applying for an international scholarship. The process is tedious. It takes a lot of time. Most people start that application and stop at a certain point. But then again, you find most people who actually go full throat and apply for those scholarships know very few people who have ever actually secured an international scholarships. And that is the case day in, day out in Africa. And so our CEO made sure that he has come up with a framework that helps us to be able to partner with different, donors and funding bodies to be able to fundraise for scholarships. And so over the years, we have had, in collaboration with very reputable universities in the UK and USA and Africa, that we are going to see in a few. Over the years, we pride ourselves by the fact that we are part of UNICAF. UNICAF has been part of the wider European Educational Organization, and we are recognized with institutions like edX, which is very, very instrumental when it comes to facilitation of higher education. We have over 30 years of experience in the international education market, and that gives us the authority to be a thought leader in this particular area. So far, we have awarded over 120 million worth of scholarships, and we have helped change more than 90,000 lives, and that is at December last year. That number, as of today, has really, really gone up. So as you can see, the demographics, we are in all parts of the world. We are currently having a student database from 170 countries all over the world. And so the scholarships that have already been offered has impacted a lot of lives, and that is a change that has sparked a lot of conversation in Africa and the world. What is in it for UNICAF? How do we do it? Then this is the question that a lot of people would ask: where do they get this money from? We have been backed up by top investors in Europe and in the UK and also in the USA. For the longest time, we have had Goldman Sachs as one of our funding bodies. And today we are proud to have edX on board. We have CDC Investment Works, which has over time rebranded to British International Investment. And also we have University Ventures. These are investors who have dedicated their funding to our foundation to ensure that you are able to attain these scholarships. We also work with international medias like Forbes magazine. We work with Africa Capital Digest. We work with the World University rankings. We work with MBAstudies.com, the New York Times, Think with Google, the Pioneers, Vanguard, and many media houses that we have been able to collaborate with to ensure that you are able to actually access these particular scholarships, and this information is outside there. And so this gives me a chance to introduce to you the different partners that we have over time brought on board. And so under the UNICAF scholarships, we have UNICAF University, which offers bachelor's, master's, doctoral degree programs, and we have multi-campus UNICAF universities in Africa. So far, we only have two in Malawi and Zambia, which are accredited by the British Accreditation Council. This BSc serves as one of the higher education institution in Europe, which facilitates and regulates education. And so it is one of the highest, accreditation council bodies that has been able to certify certificates under UNICAF. So UNICAF as an institution then offers or provides online access to professional development short courses that are offered by UNICAF University, and we're going to see that in a few minutes. We have onboarded some international partnerships, which is under UNICAF University, under UNICAF Foundation, and those are University of East London. We have Liverpool John Moore University, and we have University of Suffolk, very prestigious universities with very high rankings. And our students, as they speak later, they will be able to share with you their experience of what it has been to be part of those particular institutions. And so I'll give a brief of probably one of the partners that we have had on board, the University of Suffolk. Very prestigious. University of Suffolk is a very transformational university. Over the years, it's known for absorbing the best of the UK university traditions, and it has aligned themselves with the 21st century audience and a modern world of employment and entrepreneurship. It is one of those universities that has, adapted AI into their teachings. It is very distinctive. It thrives in academic community, and it makes a very clear and immediate impact if you are part of the fraternity as a student. So the university's purpose has been very clear, very intentional, because all they look at is impacting the lives of individuals and communities for the better. And so we are very proud as an organization to be the partners of University of Suffolk, who deliver the university's programs online via a state-of-art e-learning environment, what we call the virtual learning environment. And so as an organization, again, we offer very personalized student support and academic guidance. And so the University of Suffolk is responsible for the academic quality of the programs and the award of the degree. What does that mean? It means that if you are a student of University of Suffolk, you will study online through the UNICAF platform. But then as a graduate, you will be able to graduate at University of Suffolk, and the certification remains University of Suffolk. And that tells you that UNICAF does the bigger part of fundraising and getting you the scholarship, and also helping the university to come in and run the courses online. So I'm going to share with you a brief video of what it is to be a student of University of Suffolk. Indeed, as you watched that video, you saw, a lady who is holding a baby and has a laptop in front of her. And that is what UNICAF is all about. It is about how education has disrupted the normal, classroom, whereby you have to walk from where you are and go and learn in, a university. Times have changed, and professionals in different areas do not even have that time. I believe even at this juncture, as we're doing this webinar, there are several of us who are on transit. And so UNICAF makes it possible for you to study at your own convenient time, on convenient space, because we also offer very flexible learning, modes. As an organization, we have given our students the opportunity to just have to go online. You can listen through your presentation, you can download your notes, you can watch the videos. And also there is the diversity and inclusion bit, whereby we even have the brailles. And so we have made it sure that people who are unable to see, then they can be able to even actually access these particular programs. So you can see the extent at which we are trying to be very intentional on how the professionals can be able to access not just the sponsorship, but also access the best universities in the world, and also a flexible mode of studying. And that then takes us to our next partner, the University of East London. This has been our newest baby in the room, and it's making very big and huge impacts. And this is seen through the quality of academic programs that they offer and research. So UNICAF, again, has been selected as the exclusive global partner of University of East London to deliver its programs online. And through its UNICAF virtual state-of-art e-learning platform, we have partnered with UEL to offer very many good programs, and low programs for that matter are also included in that. But we're going to see how much diverse we go when it comes to these particular courses. And so again, let me play this particular video for you, so that you can have a glimpse of what it is to become a student of University of East London, which in other name we call UEL. Awesome. And that says, be the next. How do you become the next, a student who has been able to attain these scholarships? Through the MOU that we have signed with East Africa Law Society. By registering to any of the courses that we are going to share with you, then we were able to pre-negotiate an 80% scholarship for studies with any of those UNICAF partners. Whether it's a UNICAF university or UK university, you are eligible. As a member of the EALS fraternity, you are actually eligible to, get that particular scholarship. And I think the Secretariat deserves a hand of applause when it comes to that, because they did a great job in signing that MOU to be able to secure that high scholarships. So we have other available degrees from our partners in the UK. So if you look at this particular presentation, under University of Suffolk, we have MSc Public Health and other courses that might not have been listed here. Under University of East London, we have the LLM general degree. We have, international business management, international relations, computer science, data science, big data technology, information security, and digital forensics, and very many other courses that you can look at that. MSc in oil and gas and energy. We have under Liverpool, John Moore University, courses under law, IR again, international public health, psychology, nursing, and very many other courses that you can be able to actually choose from. And when you look at other available degrees from UNICAF universities, we have bachelors, and they range from, LLB, computer science, accounting, hospitality, arts in healthcare management. We have masters in organization psychology, masters in education, healthcare. web design, English literature, educational leadership, and very many other courses that we may not have put in this particular presentation. And also, we are proud to mention that we offer doctoral degrees, and so far we have 3 specialization. But under the doctorate of business administration, you have other specializations that come in law, psychology, education, and other areas. And also we have the doctorate of philosophy, that is the PhD, and we have the doctorate of education, EDB. So again, as I continue putting up this particular presentation, it is my honor to request you can make use of your chat session. If you feel there are questions that you have as I do this presentation, please feel free to just type them in on the chat box. And our panelists, Sheila and Fiona, who are already part of this conference, this webinar, will be able to start responding to them even as we look at taking care of them at the end of this session. So please take a look at that. Again, I would like to share something that is very close to our heart as an organization. So UNICAF being an online platform, over the years, we have tried to ensure that we make sessions where our students can meet their tutors physically and also meet the fellow students to network, meet speakers from all over the world who would handle different thematic areas in their areas of specialization. And so over the years, we have held conferences in different spaces and places of this world to ensure that our students get a chance to just mingle. And so I'm going to share with you a brief video of how we have been able to do this in different countries. We have done this in London. We have done this thrice in Dubai. The last conference was just 3 weeks ago in Dubai. And we have Cape Town, South Africa, and we are looking to very, very good conferences to come in the future. Coming their knowledge, share their, the challenges and all that. So allow me. Very exciting moments there for our students. And again, we usually have some local events that we do for our students. So even at the country level, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, and in the places that we are present in, we actually do particular activities at the local, countries are fully sponsored. And again, the aim is to give our students a chance to network and also just get to meet their fellow students. So I will play again a brief video on that.
All you need is one dream. All you need is one goal. All you need is one click. UNICAF can make your every dream come true. Yeah. No dream's too big. No dream not too small. Take the first step to success. Oh yeah. 'Cause UNICAF is here. UNICAF is.
Indeed, a life-changing opportunity. So I know at this juncture, probably you're asking yourself, then what's the next step? The next step is very simple. We are going to share with the Secretariat a link that is, personalized for East Africa Law Society. Do not go to the UNICAF website because the 80% does not apply to a general application. This is a pre-negotiated scholarship on behalf of EALS that is pegged on an 80% scholarship. So you as a student will be required to pay only the 20% if you're taking a master's degree, and that can be payable in installments. The essence at the end of the day is to give you a chance to be able to access education, not just education, but quality education, but also be able to have a very flexible mode of payment that can give you a chance to chase your dreams. And that, I think, is the greatest news that we have today. And so I'm going to give you an overview of how our virtual learning environment works and a tour of how our students get to interact with the study materials.
This video will take you on a short tour of the virtual learning environment used by UNICAF's partners, highlighting the key things you need to know to navigate through one of their courses. Don't forget, once the course is started, you can study anytime and any way that suits you because it is all done online. Each UNICAF partner has its own virtual learning environment. When you are signed into a UNICAF partner's virtual learning environment, you will be taken to a page that lists the current news and announcements for the courses in which you are enrolled. The navigation of the site is very easy. Simply expand the My Courses menu, click on the university partner, and then click on a course. You will be taken to a page that lists all the modules of that course. Each week, a new module is released and it is displayed here. My Courses. To reveal your personal menu items, click on the Your Dashboard menu. This is where you can see and make edits to your profile information, access important deadlines, and see your messages. Click on the My Courses menu for easy navigation through the various modules of the course in which you are enrolled. Even though you can study independently, you are supported through your learning journey. If you ever need technical help, you can always send a support request using the Help menu located at the top right of the page. To make your learning experience more meaningful, every module is split into smaller units around learning outcomes. And in each unit you will engage with different learning materials such as notes, infographics, videos, web resources, and presentations. After engaging with these materials, you will bring your learning into immediate application through quizzes, small group discussions, project submissions, and collaborative activities before moving on to the next unit. All courses are based on continuous assessment, which means that you are assisted throughout each course with a good distribution of quizzes, collaborative activities, and ongoing projects. Because you are at the center of the learning experience, you benefit from the freedom of adjusting your schedule to suit your needs. Remember that your learning is in your hands, so embrace this opportunity with as much curiosity and tenacity as you possibly can, and above all, enjoy.
Awesome. It is that simple. That is how the model literally works. That's how the model literally works. So I hope that you have gotten to understand how this framework works. And so going forward and moving forward, it is also my pleasure to just, announce that we have over the years, given this opportunity to the lawyers fraternity. And so far, the lawyers fraternity takes the high lead in terms of the student database that we have. And so I am grateful that Gabriel and the team gave us this chance to actually come into this webinar, because we are here to assist you. If you have any questions and would like to be assisted, please, you can call 0714 655 897. It's right on your screen. You can call 0714 655 897. You can either send your name and contact if you want to be contacted so that you can be assisted through the application. But like I mentioned, please do not apply on the UNICAF website. The 80% does not apply on the website. You will receive a link from the secretariat. In that link, kindly please click it, upload your documents, then we will be able to contact you and take you through the process. I hope that was eye-opening. And now I take it back to Gabriel. Thank you for listening and looking forward to your questions.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much, Winnie, for that very enlightening session. As you can see, while you were speaking, I got inspired and came to the library. Said that I could have the background of books to boost this conversation. Colleagues, now we've had about this very powerful vision that UNICAF has for education and the legal future in our region. And for that, really, I have to thank you, Winnie, and your entire team for making this partnership or these opportunities available for our members, and to also thank you for wonderfully illuminating the partnership's potential and what members stand to gain and how they can access some of these scholarship opportunities. So now I would like to turn this conversation now to turn it to the students themselves who have been part of this program. And we want to see, Africans say they believe by seeing. So we want to understand from our, I'll start with the current student, the one who is still studying under the program, and that is Miss Nyokabi Ngari, who is a human rights lawyer. And I would like to ask you, Ms. Nyokabi, what motivated you to pursue this LLM with UNICAF, and how does the flexible learning model fit into your busy schedule?
Well, thank you very much, Gabriel. So what motivated me to start or to join UNICAF and study law, because I'm pursuing law, Master's in Law and Human Rights, International Human Rights, is because I'm in that space. I'm in the space of human rights, and I run an organization. And based on the fact that I run the organization, I've gotten to a point where I've managed to maybe observe the challenges that are there and maybe see the gaps. So I wanted to be in a position where I'm able to compare our local challenges and maybe give them an international solution. I don't know, but that's basically why I was very motivated to just join the international human rights and see how it works. And the flexibility of it,
remarkable.
You've mentioned flexibility. I like it because it's very flexible.
Yes.
I'm able to work and learn at the same time. And as you can see, I'm in Laikipia County, away from home, and we're here advocating for access to justice for the elderly. And I love it because I still have to, I know that at the end of the day, I'm also able to find time in the evening to look at my work and to maybe study a bit. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, Nyokabi. I just following from that, I want to ask, how has the UNICAF scholarship supported your goals, particularly in your work around human rights, gender, social development, and access to justice?
Pardon, sorry, how have they?
Yes, I was asking, how has this UNICAF scholarship... Oh, apologies. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I was asking, how has this UNICAF scholarship supported your goals, particularly in advancing gender, social development, and access to justice?
Oh, wow. The scholarship has been very transformative, actually. It's an opportunity that has been very transformative. It's why I'm saying this is because it kind of has eased the financial burden of higher education. And you know how higher education can be very expensive. So it has allowed me to focus more deeply on developing academic and practical skills, based on the fact that it's directly relevant to my work in the community and advocacy and legal empowerment. So through the program, I've gained a stronger foundation in policy analysis, human rights. So it's the scholarship has, I can say that in very many ways, it has eased the burden of trying to look for it. It has eased the bigger burden of financing. Yes.
Wow, amazing indeed. UNICAF is quite holistic, but still sticking with
Yes,
you,
it has
Nyokabi,
opened. It has
before.
actually opened a global
Yeah.
network of, yeah, because you see also you get to meet a lot of people in this space. So when you meet people, it gives you an opportunity to reach out to them, because you're able to chat with all these people. So it enables it gets to a point where you're able to meet like-minded people.
Yeah.
They're able to connect, and we're
Wow.
able to share different ideas.
Wow. That's amazing. Nyokabi, please confirm you can still hear me.
Yes, I can still hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I'm still with you, and I want to ask now,
Yeah.
following from your experience with UNICAF, what has been the most valuable aspect in terms of curriculum, faculty, or global networking, like you've just said, and how will this LLM help you advance your advocacy initiatives in Kenya and beyond?
The most impactful aspect of this journey has been the blend of a flexible and maybe relevant curriculum with a truly global learning community. So you find that the course is thoughtfully designed to connect, how do I put it, maybe theory and the real world. So there's a lot of application of theory and the real world, especially in areas like governance, policy development, and human rights. And this directly informs my day-to-day work on gender justice and social development. Yeah, so equally, it's just, let me say, it's just it has just been powerfully, a powerful space for global networking also.
Wow, that's quite powerful. And second last question to you, Nyokabi, and this one I'm asking for on behalf of everyone who is on this platform, really. What advice do you give to the ELS members considering UNICAF's programs, but are a little hesitant about balancing studies with work? How would you advise them?
Honestly, I would say that it is absolutely possible to balance work and study and even personal commitments, because the program is designed with realities of busy professionals in mind. Actually, it's designed in a way that it considers the people who are busy, whether it's school, whether it's work. The flexibility of the online platform allows you to study at your own pace without having to sacrifice your work or like, for example, now for myself, my advocacy efforts. So in fact, what you learn is immediately applicable to your practice. But if I am to speak, I would say that it's very easy to balance work, because also you're able now to manage your time based on how busy your schedules are. Yeah.
Wow, that's really amazing. At that point, really, I would like to say thank you, Nyokabi, for sharing your very wonderful journey with UNICAF. And I must say, your passion is quite contagious, and I'm sure there are those who have been listening in that have been, caught in this web and probably will follow through with you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like us to hear from another very accomplished UNICAF scholar, and that's my good friend, Advocate Nicholas Kamande, who is currently serving at Professor Albert Muma and Company Advocates and is legal officer of SBI International Holdings and Reynolds Construction Company. A UNICAF alumnus with an LLM from Liverpool John Moores University, and he excels in corporate law. And I'd like to ask you, Nicholas, what really inspired you to enroll in a UNICAF program, and how does it complement your corporate legal career?
Well, thank you, Mr. Gabriel. So as introduced, my name is Nicholas Kamande, currently working with Professor Albert Moom and Company Advocates. And at the same time, I do sit as the legal officer of SBI International Holdings, which is an international construction company based in Switzerland, and its sister company, Reynolds Construction Company, which is incorporated in Nigeria. My inspiration towards the UNICAF program, now that sponsored the program by Liverpool, was in terms of the career progression. So it was getting to that point where in my interaction with clients, I thought it would be wise that I do advance my knowledge by getting an LLM so that it can also bolster my interactions with clients and also support what I was doing at the time. So that is what majorly inspired me to join the program.
Oh, wow, thank you, Nicholas. That's a very good point of inspiration. And I noticed from your portfolio, you do hold multiple roles, and I know indeed that balancing multiple roles is challenging. Look, you're sitting in a law firm and you're a legal officer, and I'm sure there's a lot that you're juggling in between. But I would like to ask you, how has UNICAF's online, our blended learning program, helped you in your past to manage your demanding roles while studying?
Well, as stated earlier by the other speaker, Ms. Nyokabi, the flexibility of the program is what is a game changer. For me, sitting in all those three roles and being a litigator, because I have to attend court sometimes in many different counties, it was easier for me to do my learning while still attending to these other functions. So it's the flexibility of the program that made it easy for me to enhance and continue with it. So it's just that flexibility. Yes.
Wow, thank you, Nicholas. Indeed, that speaks a lot about the flexibility of this program under UNICAF. But still staying with you, Nicholas, I would like to ask you another question on whether you can share with us a specific skill or experience from your studies at John Moores that has greatly impacted your work in corporate law, and have you and how have your peer connections shaped your perspective? Both Winnie and Nyokabi have spoken largely and greatly about global peer connections. So we'd like to know, how have these global peer connections shaped your perspective, and what's that one skill or skills or experience from your studies that has impacted your work in the corporate field?
Well, whilst doing the LLM, I got an opportunity to have a good interaction with the course instructors and the lecturers. And the beauty is that I got a different feel from what I was accustomed to here in Kenya, because most of them are from abroad. So during that time, I was able to be exposed to certain areas which I wasn't. My research skills were also improved in terms of what we were accustomed to down here and what the international field does out there. So it's that skill that I brought back with me, and I was able to improve much in terms of how I negotiate contracts, how I deal with clients in general. So that is one of the things I was able to do. Well, in terms of interaction with peers, by use of the VLE platform, I was able to know that there are certain colleagues of mine within the country who I didn't know about. Some of them sitting in positions that they wouldn't have been able to maybe go to class, but held positions that during that interaction would be able to maybe create a better environment for business for both of us. So that is one of the areas I was able to capture through that program.
Wow, thank you for that, Nicholas. And just like I had asked Nyokabi earlier when she was speaking to us about members who are considering the program but unsure about taking the first step, what piece of advice would you give such a member, Nicholas?
I'll go back to my earlier days when I learned about the program. For me, I learned through it through our local law society. That's the Law Society of Kenya. And at the time, since it came from them, I thought it had some credibility in it. But I was still fearful of maybe, why should I join? Should I join? Is it real? So I did go a step further and phoned the Liverpool John Moose University and asked whether they're in partnership with UNICAF. And once they confirmed, I was able to now enroll and start the program. I wouldn't advise anyone not to enroll, because I mean it's the only opportunity you get with this flexibility. I also learned that there are other people, magistrates, there are judges who are also doing this program within the country. So don't fear. It's a good opportunity for you to progress your career with this program. So don't hesitate and just click the button and enroll.
Thank you so much, Nicholas. And what a stellar way to conclude it. Just click the button and enroll. Those are statements from a gentleman who went ahead and did his due diligence on this scholarship opportunity, because indeed it must have been too good to be true. Thank you for those very amazing insights, Nicholas, there speaking to us from Professor Muma and Company Advocates. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we've indeed had these compelling insights about UNICAF and this EALS partnerships and its transformative potential. You have had live testimonies from people who have been part of this program and have gone through it, and some of them still studying it. So at this juncture, I would like to thank all of you who are submitting your questions via chat and Q&A feature on our platform about the scholarships and applications. Our panelists, Winnie, Nyokabi, and Nicholas are right here, and they're ready to answer. I see already there are some questions that are already being answered in the chat room. I have one here that I think I'll throw to you, Winnie. And this is Mr. John Mark Loma, who is asking, how do exams be done? I am quoting him verbatim.
All right. Thank you for that. Yeah, like we mentioned earlier, you have it's not a sitting exam, so you have a number of group discussions that you have with your fellow students. You have accumulative assignments and projects that you have to do. So if your course is a 10-week course, then you will know that at the 4th week, you need to submit your first assignment. And at the last week, the 10th week, you're supposed to submit the other assignment. So the accumulative assignments that you do at your personal space and submit. But then again, there are interactive sessions whereby you have group discussions with your fellow students and all that. It's very simple because you are studying with students from all over the world. So when you wake up in Kenya at 8 a.m., it's at night, somebody's sleeping somewhere. So you do your thing, and when they wake up, they are able to also do their thing. And it becomes a very, easy way of just getting to get feedback from each other and learn from each other. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Winnie, for that very wonderful clarification. I see a question from Miss Akot Deng from South Sudan. I know Fiona has already answered this in the chat room, but I would like to just read it for the benefit of the wider audience. And she's asking, is doctorate in law and politics also one of the courses that the scholarship covers?
100%. So all our bachelor's and masters are at 80%. The doctorates are at 75%. but they're covered, fully covered at 75%. Yeah. So we have a lot of students again under the Law Society and other societies in the region who have actually gone through that same program. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes,
Thank you,
every
Winnie.
course that is in that website, yes, it's sponsored. Gabriel.
Thank you so much, Winnie. Again, another request from Joanita Mutayoba. And again, Fiona has answered that, but again, for the benefit of members on this particular session, please can you repeat the number to call for assistance?
All right. First, let me give you mine as I get the one for Sheila. So mine is 0724. If you're out of East Africa, you start with +254 +254 724 057728. I'll say that again. +254 724 057728. So that's my number. +254 724 057728. And I'll give the other one that will be answered by Sheila, who is right in this particular webinar. So that one is as I get that, I'll repeat my number again, 0724 +254 724 057728. And the other number is 0714. You start with prefix 254, then 714 655 897. That is Sheila. 254 714 655 897. I hope we have it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Winnie. And probably to add that those are numbers that you can reach our officials on, and please call when you need any clarification regarding the scholarship. And of course, just to emphasize that you call during working hours over there. Again, I've seen John Mark ask about the steps of the application, and I think Winnie had mentioned that a link would be shared and would eventually share that link with you over there. Colleagues, we are still receiving...
So Gabriel, on that again?
Yes.
Yes, on that again, if by the time probably we are sharing the link, it's Easter and all that. So if you have any of those numbers that have been shared, please share your name, your email address, and phone number. We'll be able to contact you and take you through the steps and assist you with the application. So any of those numbers, just write your name, your email, and phone number. We'll be able to assist you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
I have a question from Gilbert Diambaje, and he's asking, could you tell us the range of cost of tuition fees?
Yeah, so I can give a brief on that. So let me take the highest of the highest degrees that we have and their cost. So on a normal university, like a UK university, you'll find that the costs are between 3 million. Negotiation in terms of scholarships does not go beyond 3 million in any of the courses that we offer. So the 80% cuts through, and because of the dollar rates and the pounds, it ranges between 530 to 580 Kenya shillings. That is the 80%. No any other amount that you're required to. Universities like University of UNICAF University, Zambia and Malawi, the cost to go as low as 350,000 for an entire master's degree. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I see there's a lot
I see another question again.
Yeah, please.
Yes, there's a question on, do certificates are written online? No. Gone are the days where there was online and physical classes. After COVID, everybody, including Harvard, moved online. So there is no difference between an online certification and a physical one. You graduate with all other students and your certificate is just for that particular university.
Okay.
I didn't get the communication about the link. Michael Njenga, you will get the link in your email address, but also through those numbers that I've shared, kindly just share your name, address, and your name, phone number, and email address. We'll be able to call you for assistance and take you through the application process. Is there a question that I'm missing, Gabriel?
All right. I see there's quite a lot of activity going in the Q&A, but I see Fiona has already responded to most of them. And colleagues are busy sharing email addresses and phone numbers. Please, colleagues, keep those questions coming in. At this juncture, I would like to see those who would like to raise their hands and ask a physical question and or make a comment to our esteemed panel. You can just raise your hand up and we'll give you permission to speak. Thank you. Is there anyone who wants to go first? Okay. All right. I see we do not have any other questions or comments coming in from the participants, and indeed I can say now that those questions have been very thoughtful, and it's only showed the interest that you have for advancing your legal education and proceeding ahead. So I would like to take it back to my panel, and I will start with you, Winnie, on your parting shots as we conclude.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much, Gabriel. As for me, I just want to say thank you to the ELS fraternity. This has been a game changer. We have seen a lot of your students so far being part of this particular, program, and the excitement and the things that they have been able to do ever since they joined the UNICAF fraternity. And so all I want to tell each and everybody that is here today, just like our presentation said, your dream lies in your hand. You have to take that step. We have made it very simple for you. An application will take you between 3 to 7 days. You can get an admission in the dream university that you have. So what stops you from getting to that level is just you. The other thing I like to say is that we look forward to meeting you even in your events, in your physical events, to be able to, just talk about this more. But so far, so good. We appreciate you and we look forward to serving you as the UNICAF fraternity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Winnie. Indeed, it's been an honor having you on and for making those wonderful remarks. We thank you so much. I'm crossing over to Laikipia now, to the lady in Laikipia, Nyokabingari. Can we have your parting shots? Okay, I think we lost Nyokabi. I'll take it on.
No, I'm still sorry. I'm still here.
Yeah. All right.
I was trying to unmute. So my parting
shot had engaged you. Yes, please proceed.
I think I would encourage everyone or anyone who's interested in advancing their career to do it through UNICAF. It's honestly, it is one of the best things I personally have done for myself, and I would encourage.
Nyokabi, are you there? We seem to have lost you.
Did you manage to hear me?
No, we lost you midway.
Okay, sorry. I was saying that I would encourage anyone and everyone to pursue, or anyone who's interested in pursuing or advancing their career, to go through UNICAF. It is one of the best things that I think I have done for myself, and I have no regrets about it. So I'd encourage you to go through to go that direction if you would want to advance your career. Thank you.
Thank you, Nyokabi. We'll now give it to Nicholas to give us his parting shots as we go to the conclusion. Nicholas, over to you.
Thank you, the program coordinators, for having me to make this discussion. What I would say is that do not hesitate to enroll into the program. I mean, there are more opportunities now than there were in our time. I think the scholarship in our time was the scholarship was 70% sponsored. Now you have 80%. So that adds about 10% of the burden, or removes 10% of the burden. Back in the day, there was COVID. The dollar was so high. Right now, the dollar is a bit manageable. Secondly, the team at UNICAF is very professional and very supportive. So they've always been ready while I was doing the program to answer us with any question that I had. At the end, I reaped the results. I got the degree. And right now at the farm, we are using it as part of the CV of the farm to get even better tenders than we could get at that time. So I've added value to myself and to the farm, and obviously to the clients that we serve. So do not hesitate. Like you're told, the dream lies in your hands. So take advantage and click that button. Thank you.
Wow, what a way to end it. What an inspiring session. And colleagues, as the East Africa Law Society, I would like to say that we are extremely proud to partner with UNICAF and unlock these amazing educational opportunities that align with our vision of legal excellence, which we have upheld now for 30 years since our establishment in 1995. And I would like to say that this partnership, like has been mentioned, is offering 80% scholarships for master's degrees and 70% doctoral programs through globally recognized universities, empowering you to advance your skills and serve East Africa. Honestly, what better opportunity would you get besides this? So we'd like to encourage you to explore the programs at UNICAF by visiting our website, visiting the UNICAF website, and also reach out to the UNICAF admissions team. Stay engaged with our newsletters and social media handles for updates on masterclasses and co-branded training sessions that we'll be hosting with UNICAF in the near future. And as we close, I would like to thank you, our phenomenal panelists, Miss Winnie Rachel, Miss Nyokabi Ngari, down there in Laikipia, and Advocate Nicholas Kamande, for your wonderful insights that have ignited excitement about these opportunities. I can see the chat room is busy, and this shows the level of excitement that our members have had. And to you, our ELS members, this is a moment for you to seize these scholarships and elevate your practice and shape a just future for East Africa. So before we log off, I would like to thank you for your constant support and for constantly attending our webinar sessions every Tuesday and Thursday. You keep us going. You keep the blood flowing in our veins. And as we break off for the Easter break, we would like to thank you and send you season's greetings to you and your families. And we urge you to stay safe, stay well until we meet again in the next week, when we'll be discussing illicit financial flows, and we'll be having another very interesting conversation held in partnership with Microsoft on AI and the law, and we'll be dissecting that intersection right there. So thank you for joining us, and let's continue this journey together. Have a very wonderful afternoon and goodbye.
Goodbye.